obviously having knowledge before action is always great. So don't be discouraged if you don't have a date or you don't have someone in mind yet, okay? So I have some stuff written down, and yeah, let's get started. So the first tip that I have is a pretty obvious one, and that is plan the date. I feel as though that it's always a good sign if the man plans the date first. So I want you to write down or think about some good dating places or dating ideas, dates that you would like to go on. That way, when you do ask someone out, you have some things in mind. It's also great to see their reaction. Are they somebody who is more controlling, or are they somebody that's more playful and lighthearted and along for the ride? Obviously, I have my own opinions and my own, way of life that I like to live, but I'm going to keep my advice very generalized, and that way you can make your own decisions, because for me, I like being free going and flowing and not having to control things. But if you like girls that have more of a say or want to control things, go for it, you know what I'm saying? So all of my advice is going to be good advice for every kind of relationship, okay? But I definitely think that you having date ideas and not asking her is the best way to go. So start thinking of some fun things to do, and that's a great first step. Okay, so being a gentleman, I'm going to list off some things that every man should do. If you are a man that, I was gonna say a straight man, but I feel like it doesn't really matter. If you're a man looking for a partner, you should do these things for them. Be a gentleman. Open the door. That also includes opening their car door. It's little things like that that make another person feel secure. Okay? Walk on the traffic side of the road. Okay? The traffic side of the road is where you should walk. You should always be in the energy of protection. understand that we all have anxious thoughts, even men, and you have to find a way to work with those anxious thoughts. So if you have dating anxiety, I'm going to give you some advice on how to handle that. If you are nervous, you can go about it in a few different ways, okay? Number one is you can be the leader and hold the energy for both of you. So if you feel like she's also very anxious, you can either hold the energy for both of you, being confident, being strong, the fake it till you make it, just your nerves. That's all you're faking, okay? You are telling yourself you're not nervous, you're confident, you're strong, you're a leader, nothing can go wrong. If they don't like you, that's a them issue. You like you, and that's all that matters. Holding the confidence and holding that energy can be really, really valuable. But if you're a very, very anxious person and there's just like no way that you could fake it till you make it, like you are going to be anxious, your hands are sweating, you're freaking out, like I really think that you should hold your strength regardless. But if you're like, this is gonna be obvious and I just need to like let her know, then I think that you can also approach it in a vulnerable way. In my opinion, vulnerability and openness and emotions is super sexy, and girls love men who speak openly and are good at communicating and are good at telling it straight, being honest, being open, being vulnerable. So if you are someone who is very anxious and you feel as though you won't be able to just fake it till you make it, you should be honest about it, but approach it in a very flirty and fun way. So if she's also somebody who is anxious and nervous, you can kind of like be on the same wavelength with that and just be like, I'm really excited for our date and I have it all planned out for us, but you're so beautiful, I just want to let you know I might be a little nervous. Something like that. Being open and honest and having good communication can be really, really sexy. So don't try too hard to be like ultra masculine if you are gonna crack, but be as strong of a man as you can. So that means taking the lead. If you're nervous to order something, well, you're not nervous tonight. You're gonna order for you and you're gonna be excited to tell her what you like on the menu. If you're somebody who is kind of rushing around and freaking out, you're zoned in and locked in on her. You're calm, cool, and collected. You're having fun, okay? Transmute that anxiety into happiness and excitement. Okay, so I have one more tip, and this tip is going to be about how to keep your date. So if you had a great date, or you were like already obsessed with this girl and you want to lock it in, then I really think it's a great idea to ask her what she likes and how to keep her. So you can ask this in many ways. You can start from the beginning after like a few conversations, like you're about to go on the date. You can talk to her on the phone or something like that and just be like, how can I impress you? How can I make you feel comfortable? What are things that would make you feel safe and happy around me? Like, it's important things. How can I show up for you in the best way possible and make you feel the most safe and comfortable to be the person that you are around me? Never trying to change someone and never trying to mold into anything else, but simply just giving a listening ear so that way you know what she likes and what she wants, and maybe even a little bit of what she expects out of someone. So, those are my first date tips, some dating etiquette, and if you follow my tips, you'll be sure to lock in a relationship in no time. So, I hope that you feel safe and loved and inspired and courageous and all of the good things that you deserve, because we all deserve love and we all deserve to love ourselves. And these little gestures and communication tips will make not only them feel comfortable, but you as well. Just remember that whenever you're having a conversation, you want to know more about that person than talking about yourself. Gathering information and responding to it correctly is how you build a lasting